thing that I'm talking about right now is would be particular for moves in contra dancing that don't have they don't necessarily have an obvious like rhythmic prescription. So those would be hey for four, circles, allemans, to a lesser extent gypsies, but certainly swings. It's basically anything where people are walking in a circle, because there's no start or stop to a circle. Like you can start them a couple beats early, you can end them a couple beats late, and as long as you're walking in a circle, there isn't really any penalty. You're not late or early, it's just walking. Moves where the other kind of move would be anything, you know, where your momentum gets stopped. So those would be balance. That would be forward and back, Petronella, and you know, anything where you are no longer walking forward, where you have to stop and change direction. And those, just by nature, are very rhythmic. So for a dance that's real smooth with lots of walking in circles, I try and give them music with more obvious phrasing so that people know when to start and stop. With music that already is very punctuated, I have more liberty to do whatever I feel like with the rhythm. So a couple examples for me, I'll exaggerate it a little bit, but for a real smooth dance I pick something that's and that tells you where you are in the tune. If there's something to kind of keep them straight, like a balance or something like that, and it doesn't have to be much, just like one balance will take care of the rhythm for an entire part, an entire A part or B part or something like that. Then you can be more flexible. So I might do something like da 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 da. Something with like slightly longer phrases than da 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 da. It's like da 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 da. And I can do that because I know that somewhere in this A part or somewhere in this B part, there's some move that has everyone doing the exact same thing at the exact same time. And you know, as soon as that happens, it's an automatic reset and everyone is dancing at the right time again. So that's a bit of my approach to phrasing. I try and, you know, I know our sets and I know the tunes that we play and how they feel, and I try and, you know, I look at a dance and I say, well, what does this dance need? Oftentimes dances are very flexible and their needs aren't that demanding, and so then I say, well, what part of this dance do I want to bring out? And so if, like I was saying earlier, if a dance has a string of moves in it, I can decide whether people remember the hey or whether people remember the balance, depending on, you know, what music we play.